Is it crooked or is it okay?
It just looks weird because I'm short.
Sunsets like a tangerine. Let's find a road we've never seen. Life is short, make it sweet.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Today we are doing a top 10 complaints RV park managers have about campers, and this comes from
RVtravel.com. We subscribe to their weekly newsletter that comes out every Saturday and on Sundays. It's an interesting newsletter. You should check it out. But this is where we got this from. They had these lists, and I thought, oh, this would make a good video because not only is it complaints from RV park managers, but it could be complaints from camp hosts who are work camping or camp hosting.
Yes.
Because we've had these before, and we've done something along the lines of this, but this really hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, so it was a list, and every time he read off something, I went, oh, just like this. We had all these experiences, so we can empathize with these park managers.
So, the top 10 complaints RV park managers have about campers.
Yes.
We'll start with number 10
10
and work our way to number 1. Number 10 was staying an extra day. And what that meant was, at least for us, what that means is campers deciding at the 11th hour to stay an extra day in their campsite without a reservation.
Yeah, that really came to be an issue when there were reservations at the campground and somebody had a reservation for that site. So then they would have to get out of that site and go to another one if they wanted to stay extra. So it's not a huge one. The only time it really became an issue was with the reservations, or them going away for the day and not checking out when they're supposed to, but not letting us know that they were going to stay an extra day and didn't buy their ticket in time.
Number 9, stealth camping. What that means is...
So we both took this as to be different things. I thought stealth camping was sneaking in late at night, staying for free, and then leaving early in the morning. And then you thought it was...
You go in with your RV, your trailer, you set up camp, and then you have friends join you with a van,
A camper van,
a camper
yeah.
van or something like that in the same site without paying for another site. I thought that's what stealth camping meant, but she had the other one, and they could be both
Could
of
be
them.
both of them,
But
yeah.
that's one of the top 10 complaints RV park managers and camp hosts have about campers. Number 8, setting up at the wrong site.
So the biggest one that I can think of that we had was last year. It was the first year for reservations. And even though there were signs everywhere saying that you had to have reservations, we had somebody go set up in a site where somebody else had a reservation. There was even a tag on the post. And they got in there, got all set up, and the ranger had to go kick them out.
Because they don't read.
Yep.
Number 7, not checking out on time.
That was a huge one for us.
If you're going to be late, go to the park ranger, go to the manager, go to the camp host and say, hey, can we have an extra hour or 2 or even 3? Can we, if checkout's at noon, can we stay till 3? Ask.
Yeah.
Don't just do it.
It does
Ask.
become an issue. For instance, where we were, we had only about an hour and a half to get all the sites cleaned up before new campers could come. So if you didn't check out on time, it inconvenienced the people coming in or the camp host or the manager not getting that campsite prepared for another one. And I know when we first started RVing, I thought, well, what's there to do to clean up a campsite? Until I became a camp host, and then I found out.
Then we understood.
Yeah.
Top 10 complaints RV park managers and camp hosts have about campers from our friends at RVtravel.com. Number 6, parking on the grass or parking where you're not supposed to park.
Yeah, in the bushes, running over things. There was a lot of that with all 3 years of our camp hosting.
When we were in Oregon, people would literally park on top of bushes, for goodness sakes. They
On
would just
sprinkler heads.
just back up on top of them because we just wanted to be here and park.
Just earlier this year when Candace and Jason from Camping with the Kellys came, they were out at Washoe Lake State Park. And just as we were leaving, there were 3 rangers at this one campsite. They were having like a birthday party or something, but people were parked up on the sagebrush, all over the sides of the streets. There was like about 15 cars there, and you're only allowed 2.
Instead of parking at the designated parking area at the entrance and walking to this campsite, everybody parked at the campsite.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, and it was, we drove by and we just like looked at each other and went, oh, I'm so glad I'm not doing that anymore. We just looked at the rangers there and just kind of shook our heads like, we gotcha. We understand.
Number 5, trash left at the site.
Yeah, that is infuriating.
It's just crazy. Number 4, non-burnable trash left in the fire pit.
That's a big one too. It's amazing how many people use the fire pits as trash cans, and there are so many things that do not burn.
Eggshells don't burn. Banana peels don't burn.
Cans don't.
Cans don't burn.
Cigarette
people.
butts don't burn.
They really don't.
Yeah.
Cigar butts don't burn all the way down.
No, it's
And,
awful.
and what do you do with them? We as camp hosts, park managers, rangers have to go clean those things out.
Yeah.
Do your part.
Yeah.
Get rid of your waste in the proper place.
Yeah. There's always trash cans throughout the campground or the park or whatever. Plenty of places to throw your trash.
Top 10 complaints RV park managers and camp hosts have about campers. Number 3, dogs off leash. Dogs running amok throughout the campground.
Yeah, it's a rule for everyone's safety, for your dog, for the dog that's off leash, for people. Some people are afraid of dogs. And, you know, you can't keep track of where your dog goes poop if you're letting them run all over the place.
And speaking of poop, number 2, dog poop. Pick it up.
Yeah. Even when we are boondocking somewhere, even if it's out in the desert, we pick up bear's poop because it is unhealthy for the natural wildlife in that area.
It really is.
So it's, you know, and some hikers going along and all of a sudden squish in your dog's poop. That's not cool.
No, it's not. So
So-
pick up your dog's poop. Okay, the top 10 complaints park managers and camp hosts have about campers. Thanks to RVtravel.com. Number 1 on the list, loud parties and obnoxious gatherings. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Again, this goes with parking where you're not supposed to park too, because
Right.
these gatherings, people at their campsite have 4, 5, 6 different people coming in other vehicles. They all park around, then they get loud. Then 9 times out of 10 they're going to be drinking, so they're going to be drunk late at night, past the quiet hours. Holy cow!
That was one of our number 1 things that other campers complained about
Yeah.
other campers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big family reunions were always a really big problem. They just were. And we had that the worst in Oregon.
It was horrible up there.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yep. Big family reunions, and it disturbed the other campers. And, you know,
People got to think about other people and not just about your own little group.
yeah.
Because
If you're
what
going
you're
to
doing
do that, you need to reserve the whole section.
and what you're doing in your group truly does affect the people surrounding you.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that.
Yeah.
But those are the top 10 complaints park managers and camp hosts have about campers.
Yep.
Did we miss any? Do you have any to add to the list? If so, do so in the comment section below.
I have one.
What?
Speeding.
through the campground.
through the campground.
If it's posted 5 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour, 5.5 miles an hour. Do you know
We've
why they
seen
do
that
that?
somewhere.
They do that so they can get your attention. And you go, oh, I guess I'm speeding.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah.
There's kids at play. Yeah, there's animals, but there's wild animals too. Slow
Most
down.
of the time, yeah. Yep, you're in a place of relaxation. Relax.
Chill. Oh my gosh, we hope you enjoyed this video. We thought we'd throw it together. The top 10 complaints RV park managers and camp hosts have about campers.
Thank you to rvtravel.com for posting that.
Yep. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it around with your friends if you would, please. If you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button, clang on the old bell, get notified every time we put up a brand new video. Thanks so much for watching.
See ya.
See ya.
Life is short.